Welcome my channel. Today we talk about 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel and Blake Nesters. What does 0 to 1 mean? When Thiel talks about going from 0 to 1, he's describing creating something entirely new, a leap of innovation that didn't exist before. This contrasts with going from 1 to n, which means copying or iterating on existing ideas, spreading them wider. True progress, in Thiel's view, comes from doing new things, not just building more of the same. Thiel challenges us. Why copy what already exists? Why replicate products or services that others provide? Doing more of the same doesn't change the world. Creating something unique, taking an idea from nothing into reality, is where real value lies. This is central to Thiel's philosophy. Real innovation is rare, difficult, and valuable. Most people are comfortable making incremental improvements. They stay in competitive markets. Thiel urges the opposite. Build something so different that it stands alone. Chapter 1. The Challenge of the Future. Thiel begins by saying that progress is not guaranteed. Some people believe the future will simply get better on its own. But this indefinite optimism, where you hope the future will improve but don't actually plan for it, is dangerous. Instead, Thiel champions definite optimism, the belief that the future can be shaped if we plan and work to build it. Definite optimists think clearly about tomorrow and then work on technologies, companies, ideas, and products to bring their vision to life. This mindset separates great founders from average ones. A founder with definite optimism doesn't wait for the future. They build it. They ask hard questions like, what important truth do very few people agree with me on? And what can I do now that others overlook? Key lesson. The future isn't pre-written. It's created. Every great company, from Google to PayPal, began with a clear, definite vision of a different tomorrow. Chapter 2. Party like it's 1999. Here, Thiel reflects on the dot-com boom and bust of the late 1990s, a period where companies were built on hype instead of fundamentals. During the boom, many leaders believed what was novel was inherently valuable, and that profit didn't matter as long as growth was happening. Thiel criticizes this mindset as irrational optimism, believing technology will solve everything without planning, discipline, or revenue. Many companies failed because they focused on scale before substance. Lesson: a startup must focus on real fundamentals, product, market, strategy, and profitability, not just hype or trends. Sustainable businesses are not built on buzzwords, but on value creation. Chapter 3. All happy companies are different. One of the most quoted lines in the book is, all happy companies are different. Each one earns a monopoly by solving a unique problem. Most companies fail because they fall into competition traps. They fight for the same customers with similar products. Thiel argues that competition erodes profits and distracts teams from what matters: innovation. Instead of competing head-to-head, great companies create monopolies. Not in the harmful sense often implied, but in a way that means they're so good at what they do that no one else comes close. Characteristics of monopolies. 1. Proprietary technology. Something fundamentally better than competitors' offerings. 2. Network effects. The more users you have, the more valuable the product becomes. 3. Economies of scale. Costs decrease as the company grows. 4. Branding. A reputation that sets the company apart. Examples include Google's search dominance, Facebook's social network, and Amazon's marketplace leadership. Their products aren't just slightly better. They're in a different class. Key takeaway: the goal isn't to win small battles. needs to craft a position where others can't compete. Chapter 4. The Ideology of Competition. Thiel sees competition as overrated. We're taught from school that competing is good. You must beat others to be successful. But in business, competition often leads to imitation, herd behavior, and a race to the bottom. When companies focus on competitors, they forget to innovate. Instead of designing new offerings, they watch rivals and try to outdo them. Ironically, this traps them in sameness. Think of a busy market where everyone sells the same product. Profits shrink, choices blur, and customers benefit from lower prices, but innovators suffer. Thiel urges entrepreneurs to escape competition altogether by being radically different. Example, instead of launching a new ride-hailing app that's just like others, aim to build something users can't live without. A new category. Chapter 5. Last Mover Advantage. Contrary to the popular idea of first mover advantage, Thiel believes that finishing first matters more than starting first. It's not about being first in the market. It's about being the company that outlasts and dominates. Successful companies build durable advantages that protect them from competition and allow them to shape the future. This concept, the last mover advantage, is about owning a position so strong that others can't take it. Example, Microsoft wasn't the first OS maker, but Windows became dominant. Google wasn't the first search engine, but it became the best and last mover in the market. Chapter 6. You are not a lottery ticket. Many people believe success is luck, the startup equivalent of winning the lottery. Thiel rejects this idea. He argues that thinking success is random leads people to accept mediocre outcomes. Instead, founders should make definite plans and take deliberate actions. If you believe the future is shaped by chance, you won't make firm commitments. But if you believe careful planning matters, you'll focus on strategy, execution, and persistence. Advice from Thiel. Have conviction in your product, your plan, and your path, and build accordingly. Chapter 7. Follow the money. The path to success often involves capital and investment. Thiel discusses the role of venture capital, especially in tech, and how capital choices influence a startup strategy. Key points include: VCs follow the power law, meaning most returns come from a few extraordinary companies. Not all investments are equal. You need to aim for exponential growth, not incremental gains. Money should not be an end in itself, but a tool to scale innovation. Thiel advises founders to build sustainable businesses, not chase funding for its own sake. Chapter 8. Secrets. Thiel believes the world still has secrets. Valuable truths that most people don't yet understand. Finding these secrets is the secret to building something new. Instead of accepting conventional wisdom, founders should ask, what valuable problem is nobody solving? What insight have others missed? What truth do few people see? These questions lead to original ideas that can become groundbreaking businesses. Chapter 9. Foundations before growth comes foundation. Thiel emphasizes getting basics right: mission, co-founders, culture, structure, and alignment. A shaky foundation often leads to failure later, even if initial traction is strong. Experience shows that early decisions matter more than people think. Legal structure, ownership splits, mission statements, these shape future success. Chapter 10. The Mechanics of Mafia. Thiel uses the term mafia to describe a tight, loyal team deeply committed to a mission. This idea comes from the famed PayPal Mafia, a group of founders and early employees who went on to build major companies like YouTube, LinkedIn, Yelp, and more. Having a team that lives the company culture and mission is more important than any skill list on a resume. Strong cultures produce commitment, not just compliance. Chapter 11. If you build it, will they come? A great product is not enough. Distribution matters. Thiel argues that many founders overlook sales and marketing in favor of product perfection. But to make a real impact, you must understand your customers, communicate value clearly, develop strong sales strategies. Even the best product can fail if no one knows about it. Chapter 12. Man and Machine. Contrary to fears that automation replaces humans, Thiel sees a future where technology and human capabilities complement each other. Smart companies use technology to enhance what humans do best, not replace them entirely. The most innovative business models integrate human judgment and technological scale. Chapter 13. Seeing Green. Though focused on tech startups, Thiel also discusses lessons from other industries, like clean energy, to illustrate what works and doesn't. Too many companies fail because they idealize technology without understanding market realities and execution challenges. Chapter 14. The Founder's Paradox. Successful founders are often unusual personalities, visionary, stubborn, and single-minded. These traits can be both a strength and a management challenge. Great founders shape culture, vision, and execution, but they must balance confidence with adaptability. Key takeaways. What you must remember. 1. Innovation over imitation. Real progress is 0 to 1. New ideas, new products, new categories. Incremental gains are 1 to N. Necessary, but not world-changing. 2. Create monopolies, not competition. Escape the race to compete. Find a niche you can dominate. Then, expand. 3. Think long and build strong foundations. Startups need clear strategy, solid teams, aligned vision, and good foundations to succeed. 4. Sales and distribution matter. Great products fail without distribution. Sell what you build. 5. Find secrets. Others miss the best businesses are built on unique insights, not what everyone already believes. 6. Definite optimism wins. Plan for the future you want. Don't wait for it. Final thought, 0 to 1 is more than a startup manual. It's a philosophy of innovation and progress. Thiel teaches that the future belongs not to those who follow the crowd, but to those who think differently, plan boldly, and create new things others never imagined possible.